God, I want someone to hear this
Yeah,
conversation.
Mason, I was just like you, Mason. I was in the world. I was pursuing money and the lust of the flesh and the pride of life, and I did all those sins, and it made me happy for a while. But then they began to turn like gravel in my mouth, because the Spirit of God, Jesus said, when the Spirit comes, He'll convict the world of sin. And Jesus said, no man can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him. So it's the Spirit of God that convicts you of sin, and you realize you've broken God's law. You realize you have a corrupt nature that loves sin, and then your heart begins to cry out, Lord, cleanse me. That's what happened in my life. I went from loving sin, then I still love my sin, but I knew it was wrong, and it crushed me, kind of like you're at right now. And I began to cry out, Lord, if you're willing, I could be cleansed. And one day He saved me. One day He showed up. One day He cleansed me. You have to go to God to save you. It's the Spirit of God convicting you that makes your heart ready to receive the truth of the gospel, that He sent His Son to die for totally guilty sinners. So you go to Him as a totally guilty, filthy sinner, and you just say, Lord, save me. But the Spirit of God, it has to open up your eyes to just how dangerous and ultimately foolish what we're doing is as we rebel against God. It's a dreadfully serious thing, and it's only by the Spirit convicting you of that sin that you can be saved. And by believing in Christ. And it's a gift. Even faith in Jesus, it's a gift. It's all a gift. It's about receiving that gift from God. It's just going to God with an empty hand saying, Lord, be merciful to me, a sinner.